I'm going to hit record.
Lovely.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Okay, there it goes. There it goes. I had to like mouse over into the thing. This game's a little wonky, but it's fine. All right.
You can adjust the cursor speed too.
Yeah, that's good to know. Hello, Quentin Hoffman. That's right. We are in a jazzy. We're about to enter into the jazz dimension, as I would call it, in this video game called Genesis Noir.
Yeah.
It just came out. It's on. Well, we're playing it. I'm playing it here on Xbox Game Pass on PC, but then it's also on console PC as well for Xbox.
Yeah. I think it's on Steam, Mac, and Switch too.
Yeah, Steam and Switch and all that stuff too. Yeah, this is a really interesting game. It's kind of weird and abstract. It was like a little bit on both of our radars for a little while. And usually with indie games for me, because I'm always kind of looking out for them, but sometimes it's hard to keep track of. I always like kind of just throw them on my Steam wish list, just because it's easy to like get notifications when all that stuff is like, hey, this game's coming up, or this game's got a date, or it's on sale, or anything like that through the wish list. So it's a nice feature. And this game has been on there for a while, I want to say, and then just kind of popped up out of nowhere, and I was like, oh yeah, we're coming out. Game Pass, baby. So we're here. Checking it out.
This game has definitely been on my radar since I think they first revealed it a couple years ago.
And so we're entering the void.
Yeah, the look of this game alone is just absolutely incredible. It is such a gorgeous game.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous game. It's very like visually. Mm-hmm. It's like a very visual game, I guess, as weird as that is to say, because it's a video game, so it's all video and stuff. But it's I more so mean that like there's no kind of dialogue, like you are following these characters, but it's all kind of shown through visuals that we're gonna see through the game, and it's all kind of like a very meta interpretation of a lot of things. But basically, like you're kind of this character who's trying to sort of solve a murder or stop a murder.
Yeah.
And in trying to do that, you are like traveling through these different crazy visual scenes that are like all over the place. Really, like we'll just get into this one and see where it takes us. I feel like.
Yeah. And it's like you've noted that there's so much visuals going on that this is like what's on screen here, like presently. That's the only written words that will happen in this game. I've played it much further than Mike, so I can attest to this. But the way this game uses shapes, it talks about science, and so it's very much we're following humanity through the Big Bang.
Yeah, and so now I'm actually kind of controlling this scene right now, and like moving around. So now, you can see like it's already like gotten really weird. I'm like looking at a galaxy.
Yeah.
I'm like twisting. I grabbed it and I'm spinning it. Yep. It looks like I gotta I'm like moving time around.
Yeah, and it's kind of like this is a diorama of the solar system.
So to say, yeah. I'm destroying it. I'm zooming in, I think.
Yeah.
I'm zooming into the sun. We're going into the sun.
This game really has a lot of cool visuals.
Yeah.
And it's something that like I've definitely been very attracted to, is how it looks.
Yes. There's a whole lot of stuff going on. It's very meta, but very interesting because like you said, like it's each like sequence that I've kind of done so far in this game, and I know you've done even more, are like very different from each other. Like there's like some elements of like a point and click adventure game in here. Like there's like some puzzle game elements in here. It's just kind of amalgamation of all this stuff, and like, but I think it does it like in a very interesting way of how it like presents everything to you, and
Yeah.
it's really interesting. It's like it's one of those games that's like hard to describe, and that's why I kind of just wanted to do a video of it, because I feel like that like better shows it off. So it looks like I'm going. This is, see, look at this.
Yeah.
We're in the hunt. I think
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's like the name of like the sequence or chapter that we're in.
This chapter, yeah.
Yeah.
And this, I don't know about the people watching, but as someone who is in college and likes like theory and existentialism quite a bit, this game clicks a certain, like it's firing certain things in my brain where it just clicks right now at this moment.
Sure. Yeah.
And so, obviously, it's called The Hunt, and that's kind of like the most of the times the name of the chapter kind of gives it away.
Yeah. Like what you're
the general gist of what you're doing, but the way the stories are told.
Tracking.
Yeah, we're tracking. We're hunting, so to speak.
Yeah. Yeah, and like some of the sequences before this, like I don't spoil everything, but there was like a whole sequence where you're like kind of like you're like planting seeds, and then like the seeds each have like different attributes, like there's like light and dark, and then even gold seeds, and like planting those like will take you through like these like different like almost like little like mini games, almost like it felt almost like kind of like a WarioWare thing going on almost in that regard. And then there's like a whole another scene where you're like underwater and like and you're like, you know, like matching up these like or like lining up spheres to like color like light them up and like get all kinds of things. It's very weird. And even this is like a little bit different. Like there's been some sequences like this where you're kind of like walking around in these open spaces, but like some of them are different. And just like I just like, yeah, like it's like a really cool visual style of like the ground is like see-through and you can kind of see everything and stuff. And like there's a whole lot of that in the game too. And I just think that's like, it's just a really cool looking game.
Yeah. This is definitely one of those games where like the team had a vision and they capitalized on that vision incredibly hard.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're going to stick with this the entire way through.
Yeah.
Because that's our, like,
and of course, it also, with noir in the name, you can very much tell from a soundtrack as well. It is where weird. It felt like I'm being transported to a jazz dimension, as I said.
Yeah.
Playing through this game, and it's a lot of interesting stuff.
I'm later in the game, and the soundtrack just gets better and better.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So it brings me back around here. It's not that way.
So, I think I don't want to spoil the bit for this stage.
Yeah, we can kind of go around.
So you have to kind of go through.
Oh, I see. Like there's like
those paths.
Got it. So I'm seeing there's like a light. Okay, I can kind of see there's a kind of like a pathway on the ground there. So kind of. Oh, we're going into a cave. Whoa.
Yeah. Oh. So I'm glad to know the game bugged out on me and did something different.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It gave me a top-down view instead of this view.
Oh. Yeah, like inside the cave.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I'm kind of disappointed because this is a cooler view than what I got.
Yeah. Oh.
But this is a cool segment.
Yes, there's a person over there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cave paintings. Okay.
Yeah. The cool thing about this game is not only is it very like very existential, but if you see the cave painting on the roof there, that like right there, you'll constantly see Fibonacci sequences everywhere.
Yeah, I see. Like the swirls, you mean?
Yeah.
Right.
And so that is even on like the thing she's drawing there.
Right. Okay, let's see. Primitive figures. They have like a light.
I think you have to interact with her again.
Oh, okay. I see. She's like painting it out there. She's drawing the deer.
And in many ways, this is like this game draws on how like things that are naturally occurring and stuff. And there should be a statue in that corner there too to get a little bit of more backstory to the
Okay. Voluptuous curves carved into stone.
and I think it
being
transports
reminded.
us to a memory. And
Oh,
so
yeah,
in each
these,
stage,
these things. Yeah, these things are.
yeah, there's kind of like a little item that gives you like backstory, so to speak.
Yeah, of like how you got into
Yeah,
how
of
you
what?
got into this ultimate
Yeah,
kind of where you saw at the start of the video where it's like a scene frozen in time, and this lady is going to be murdered.
yeah. I think her
You,
name's Min. I don't know.
yeah, I
I
was gonna
remember
say I don't know if I've gotten far enough to them.
it says on the poster. Min
Okay,
Min.
got it.
But no, it's definitely very cool, and it's like it gives you all these little like story beats that are just like that. And so
A lot of drinking too.
yeah, that's like kind of how his memory is. Like that's how all their interactions were, was through drinking.
Yeah.
And to get even more meta, the numbers that are when you move your mouse around, Mike, those are all the numbers for her phone number.
Right. Yeah, like the you dial a number in earlier.
Yeah. And it's just like there's all these little small details like this in this game.
Very
Shows
interesting.
just a level of craft and care that I think is very interesting.
And my face floats away. Yeah. It's very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. So I think we're heading back through the cave here. Oh, I see. We got some prints.
Yep.
Let's follow out here. Oh, they're all over the place now. Oh boy. Okay.
So, part of the fun with it being called Hunt is
So you gotta find the right ones. Oh, hey, there's this person.
is
what
hunter gatherers,
Right.
because
You're looking for
spoiler,
somebody too.
minor spoilers, is during the one where Mike talked about the water, you're basically creating the first carbon beings on Earth.
Right.
And so this game traces human history in a very interesting way.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like it is interesting because it's kind of like telling this overarching like murder mystery story, but then like all the visuals, like you said, yeah, are like the universe like starting and resetting and stuff. Oh.
I think you just have to clear the leaves out.
Yeah, it's not letting me.
Yeah, that I will say, this is like sometimes the stuff like this.
Okay. Okay. These leaves. It was like in my face, so I was like very confused for a second, but I kind of now. Okay. Yeah, it's like it's just a lot of stuff visually going on.
Then again,
Yeah,
the deer's antlers are the Fibonacci sequence.
right.
That spiral. So
She took out the deer. Sorry, PETA.
damn,
Not sorry.
people gotta eat. And now this is a very cool sequence too.
Whoa.
As much as I enjoy this game, I think it would just be if this was like
Oh yeah, we're doing this.
2.5 hour long movie.
We're doing this again. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to keep spinning it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So you see how the body's like got this.
Yeah, it's decaying.
It's decomposing.
Yeah. The remains of the male creature born from ashes. Oh yeah, it's got the symbol.
The perfect spiral, so to speak. And it's also in your hand too. And just the soundtrack.
Yep. And then jazz.
Yeah. He uses it in very like subtle ways often most of the time. As it's like music is used as transition in a really cool way.
Yeah. Boom.
So, and we're back.
And we're back. And then, yeah, that's... Then we got another symbol here. So it looks like we're just kind of...
You're collecting those.
Yeah, we're collecting them as we go through these sequences. And see, this is kind of like a line of clues I've already gotten from here. Talented, vain, murderer.
Golden boy. Yeah.
Let me get the saxophone. That's fun.
Yeah, his saxophone.
Cigar. We got, stuff we got earlier. Yeah. Portrait of Gamblers.
I think that's her name too. It's Miss or something. When you click on the poster.
Yeah, Miss. Yeah, something.
Yeah, you can hit show text on the top right, and it'll show it too.
Oh yeah, you're right. There it is. Miss Mass. That's right. That's right. Yeah, that did come up earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is really interesting. I gotta kind of go over here to get back. This is, I think this will be a shorter one, but I think we'll leave it here just because I don't want to show off too much of the game. Because I think a lot of it is these crazy visual experiences that I think are worth it for people checking out. So I think if anybody who checked this out and were interested, you should definitely go see this game for yourself. Like I said, it's on Game Pass for on Xbox and on PC. That's where I'm playing here, and then it's on Steam and Switch as well. Totally worth it. I'm really into it, and I know Quinn, you're really into it as well. So definitely recommend it for both of us. So thanks Quinn for joining, and thanks everybody for
Mike for having me.
Yeah, thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you next time. For now, we're gonna stay here in the jazz universe. Bye.
Bye.